You know what? I might be getting canceled for this one, but it had to be said. It was nice being a YouTuber for a month. If you're an Edward stan, go ahead and click on off because you will be mad by the end of this video, and it's not my fault. It's not my fault because it's the absolute truth, and somebody had to say it. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Imani Simone. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of all future videos. Today I do have my notebook here with me so I can get through this video in one take. We hope one take. So I can get it out to you today, guys. I promised Tuesday, even if it was midnight, but today's really not my fault. The devil was trying me today. But I won. As always. I'm going to come on top. Always. Yes, this is a back scratcher. Mind your business. It will be our handy dandy pointer today. So for today's video, I will be doing a little video in honor of Valentine's Day. It's one of my favorite holidays. I love. And so we will be going over who is husband material. So we have 6 eligible bachelors up here. But before we can get into that, we need to go over what makes a good husband. Because our generation is a little confused on that. We're a little confused. And I understand. So we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of it today. Starting off, we all know the good old provider, protector, and leader. I love masculinity. I love a good leader. Love it. Obviously, we need a protector. If I'm walking down the street and somebody's trying to mug me and you're with me and you run away, immediate breakup. You need to be standing here protecting me. Have y'all seen the video of the girl and her boyfriend just ran off and left her there? Immediate breakup. Immediate. Next, provider. You know, there's some discord about this part. 50-50, 70-20, whatever floats your boat. It's still on the list of a good provider, though. I'm on the list of a good husband, my bad. Next, you need loyalty. Obviously, we don't want no cheaters. That is not a good husband, okay? Can you trust him? If he says he's going to get milk down the street, do you trust that he's coming back from that milk? Okay. Next, what do I have on the list? Good hygiene. Do I need to explain that one? I should not. If I am laying up beside you every day for the rest of my life, please do not hurt my nostrils. I don't think that needs to be explained. If it needs to be explained, that's already a problem. Next. Ooh, am I gonna have to do a next drinking challenge again? Let's do the challenge for me not to say next. Moving on. New vocabulary. Moving on. He needs to have goals, purpose, and direction in life. If he doesn't have direction, how can he be a leader? He doesn't even know where he's going. Who is he leading and where? If he doesn't have direction, how is he going to provide? He doesn't even know what he is doing tomorrow. Baby girl. So, no. Is he responsible? Can I trust you with our finances? Especially if you're doing the 50-50 thing. Girl, that's a whole other conversation of if you should combine your bank accounts, but maybe it's just me. I've watched a lot of Lifetime movies. It's a no for me. We can have a joint account, but all my money will not be sitting in your hands because let me tell you, if I find out my money is gone with you and somebody you're having an affair with, I will hunt y'all down to the ends of the earth. I will. But anyways, emotional intelligence. You need to know how to handle your emotions, which leads to don't be crazy. I don't think I need to explain that one either, but If you need me to explain it, I can also link a video that I did with my crazy experience with a crazy, not husband material at all. Makes you feel secure. Do I need to explain it to you? Like, especially emotionally secure, like, you know, you're just safe with him. Good husband. That's a good man, Savannah. Okay, what else has values? Good values, okay, because they can have bad values. He has good values, especially when it comes to family and home life. What else do we have? Oh, I said crazy. We'll mention it again because make sure he's not crazy. Does he want kids? Do you want kids? How does he want to raise those kids? I did not think that was an important thing to ask, but it is. But it is. You need to ask, how does he want to raise those kids? That will also tell you a lot when he starts talking about how he wants to discipline his kids. The crazy sometimes comes out. Don't do it. Don't do it for you or for your kids. Does he peel your orange? Does your boyfriend peel your orange for you, girl? Does it matter to you? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're an independent girly and you don't need him to peel your orange. Can he do the bet on you dance? No. I saw that trend when I was doing the research for this, but I mean, it can help. You know, he's a good dancer. But really, you should be asking all of these questions. So these are the basics of what is a good husband. Obviously, there are more things that go into being a good husband. Those are the basic qualities you should be looking for. And those are the basic qualities I based this pyramid after. So for the 6 eligible bachelors, I chose some classics and I chose some of my personal favorite romance movies. Obviously, we know one of the people is Edward. Is he high on the list? No. But he is doing better. I did have him in last place, but he's not in last place. So who beat out Edward? We have... not the paper. I said one take, and I mean one take. Jack from the Titanic. Let me explain this one, because I know this is like a huge classic. And I do think it's a classic for a good reason. But when we get into it, we're talking about husband material here. He's not husband material. If we're being honest with ourselves, Rose was just trying to rebel. When you realize that she was just trying to rebel, you will realize that he is not husband material. She saw him as a bad boy, the complete opposite of everything her family tries to force on her, and it was a vacation romance. You can fall in love with a vacation romance, but how often does that honestly happen? Like, if they survived the sinking, do you think, in all honesty, they would have been married? Or they would have stayed together? I'm going to bet on no. I'm going to bet on no. And I didn't see any loving qualities. It just seemed like a whole whirlwind of nothing. Because how long were they even on there before it started sinking? It wouldn't have worked. So he's not husband material. He's cute. Not husband material. Sorry. Sorry, Jack. Sorry, Titanic fans. So where did Edward go? He went to 5th place. There's so much I can say about this man. But I'm going to keep it short and simple as possible. First off, he's a creep. He's a creep. He's 100 and how old? And you're sneaking into teenage girls' bedrooms. Are we just supposed to overlook this? He's a creep. Bella, you don't even like cold things. You don't like cold things. Why are you with him? He's literally the opposite of your nature. They gave Romeo and Juliet vibes. And I know, just like the Titanic, you're like, Imani is a classic. It may be a classic, but that does not mean it is not toxic. Did you see her in New Moon? He was ready to. For what reason? This one right here, manipulator. You left her, and now you want to cry about the fact that she might be gone. What did you think was going to happen? Bella steps on a rock and almost dies. You left her. What did you think was going to happen? This girl was obsessed with him. She was willing to go to hell for him. Quite literally. She told Carlisle that. That was not a healthy relationship in the least bit. But he does have some good qualities. Obviously, he can protect her when he's not actually putting her in danger. Or, okay, well, he protects her as he's putting her in danger. My bad. Bottom of the list. You better be happy he came to knock him out of last place, because he was almost last. So who came in fourth place? One of my favorites. It's giving high school sweetheart here. Who is this? What was his name again? My bad. Let's see. This is why we have the notes. One take. Zach Seiler. Zach. I feel like somebody else on this list has a similar name. We see a pattern. Let's stop giving these boys basic names. Actually try. But it's giving high school sweetheart. I love this movie. I finally watched it, 2 weeks ago? So cute. He did start off bad, but in his defense, when you examine all the people around him, he was a product of his environment. He was doing what he thought was necessary. I don't think that was his true nature. Obviously, he showed us that wasn't his true nature, but I think the whole time he was just trying to keep up with what everybody else expected of him. And I think he did really regret the whole bet thing, which obviously he made it known, but I think truly deep down, like, he started regretting it long before that. So he is self-aware. He knows how to learn and grow from his mistakes. He also brought out the best in Lainey. Lainey brought out the best in him. I hope that's her name. I did not write her name down, but I'm pretty sure that's her name. If not, you know him talking about his girl. They brought out the best in each other. So they were both very mature for their age, which is good. If you're going to have a high school sweetheart relationship, you need to be mature for your age, and you're both able to grow. Please do not stop growing. If you start dating at 16, you cannot stop growing right there, because then you're going to be 40, still with the 16-year-old mentality. So I see long haul for them. Also, provider. He comes from money. They don't have to worry about money. He's also smart. Did y'all miss all those college acceptance letters? The boy is intelligent. So, husband material right there. We're not worried about her. So, who came in top 3? Top 3, of course. If Edward's right here. And number 3. My man's Jacob. Just look at that. So much better. So much better. I know you can barely see these photos. Ran out of color, sorry. So we have black color. Black and white. But Jacob, he can keep you warm. He's hot. Did you see him? Did we have any shots okay, we had like 1 or 2 shots of Edward without a shirt. Jacob, hot. Okay. Obviously, he can protect you. And then I was thinking about it earlier when I was taking the notes from this, but wolves are close to dogs, and dogs are a girl's best friend, or human, man, whatever. Dogs are a man's best friend. You get the point. He's number 1. He's on top. I'm sorry. Nobody's ever said vampires are a man's best friend. I'm pretty sure vampires and humans hate each other. Or we should, because we're his literal food. But He's also closer to her age. So not a creep. He's also loyal because I would have been left. Bella was playing in my face, I would have been left. Especially seeing how many times she actually almost died with this man, I would have left. I would have left her right there to die. So he's loyal. He keeps his word. And he's going to protect you. Jacob is good husband material. But not top 2 husband material. This is obviously in a mythical make-believe world. Jacob would be on top for husband material. So let's talk about the real world. What are we actually looking for when it comes to a good husband? Number 2 spot and number 1. So coming in number 2, Nick Young, Crazy Rich Asians. Obviously, we love Nick. He's hot. He's hot. Obviously, he comes from money, so he's going to provide for you. She has to worry about nothing in life. Not money. Her children don't have to worry about money. Her grandchildren, great-grands, they're set. But the reason why he is in number 2 spot is because of his mom. So he's not a mama's boy, but we are dealing with a boy mom. There's a difference. And you need to decide, do you love this man enough to deal with that the rest of your life? Because his mom is always going to be there until she dies. And if we're being honest, in real life, it wouldn't have ended the way it ended. Just realistically, it would not have ended that way. And if she had offered me a check, I would have considered it. But it's kind of if you accept it, just to be like, you know what, forget y'all, let me go live my life, then you confirm her beliefs. If you don't take it, you still leave, he still moves on, you don't get your man, and you're still broke. So do you take the check or do you not take the check? These are tough decisions. But I do like him because he is very humble. Did you see the rest of his family? He could have been an arrogant piece of work, but he was not. He was very humble, very nice and kind. And the fact that he sat up there and hid his identity to find his wife, you know, his intentions are pure. He has his head on straight. He knew exactly what he was going for and the values he wanted. And you know that he's not just going to be all about his money, because he knows how to live a humble lifestyle. He's not going to throw it around in your face or anything. We love Nick Young. But because of his mom, he lost points. He probably would have been in first place if it wasn't for the mom. So who was in first place? It should be no surprise. The Notebook. So Noah from The Notebook. The Notebook is actually my favorite. I don't really like the Titanic, obviously, but The Notebook is so sweet. Obviously, he's brave. Did y'all see him climb up on that Ferris wheel? All I saw was strong man. Protector right there. Protector. And I know he did not start off with riches, but this is why it's good to have purpose and direction in life, because he ended pretty well off. He was also a man of his word. He said, I'm going to get you that house. He got that house. He wasn't even talking to her. And he got her the house. Man of his word. We love that. He sat up there writing letters to her every day for a year. Do you know what kind of dedication that takes? To sit down, write a letter to somebody who is not responding to you. So you're just talking to yourself every single day, and then go out and mail the letter. I can't even write a card to my family members. It stops at love, Imani. That's it. Some of your boyfriends can't even text you every day. Hey, 3 letters. You have enough time in the day. If you have eaten, if you have used the bathroom, you are breathing, you had time to text 3 letters. This man was up here writing whole letters, stories, conversations. 365 to be exact. And I do have a theory. I know, okay, so I have a theory that when you die like so close together, like you see couples and it's like, oh, they died like a couple months away from each other, a couple years, or like a year or whatever. I always believe those are like true soulmates. Like they literally could not live without each other. I understand you can be a true soulmate if you die further apart from each other. Semantics. But the ones that die really close together, you just, like their souls like could not go on. They were not getting remarried. That was it. So this one, and the fact that he stayed with her after she forgot her memories, the kids were begging him to just move. He deserves the first spot. No words. He deserves the first spot. So this is ultimate husband material. This is what we're looking for, ladies. Dedication. He actually shows his love. He puts his money where his mouth is. He keeps his word. Shows up every day. Make sure you know how he feels about you in his true intentions. He's going to protect you. And he's going to fight for you. We do not want bad boy. Bad boys are fun for vacation. Exactly that, for vacation. Not for husbands. This. Please don't do it. This. If you're going to have a high school sweetheart, make sure y'all are growing together and not just staying in that high school mentality. High school relationships and grown-up relationships are two different things. Make sure you are growing. If you find a werewolf and he has a brother, call me. Love it. Love it. If you find a rich man, if he has an uncle, call me. You find his twin, call me. So, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Am I completely off about this pyramid? Am I wrong? I could be wrong. If you're arguing with me about this one, I am not wrong. I told you to click off at the beginning of the video. I am not wrong. You're not going to convince me that I am wrong. Because I'm not. Be happy he is not here. Should I do a part 2? Should we do book characters next? Like, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Make sure you are subscribed so you get notified of future videos. Bye. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that like stocking. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10.